Hey, and welcome to Bush Kids. We're out in the woods again today and we've got another challenge for you. This one is about making fire with a traditional flint and steel. So let me show you what you need. Okay, so I've got my traditional fire bag or tinder bag, and I'm just going to show you what's inside. So I've got a whole bunch of things, a whole bunch of natural tinders, but what I've also got in here is my flint and steel or carbonized steel striker, and we're going to make fire from these two things. Okay, so I've got my flint and I've got my steel, and this is part of a traditional set that would have been used quite exclusively, I would think, throughout a period of time. And the idea is, with this flint and steel, is I want to create some sparks that I can get either into something that will become flammable or into an ember that I can blow to flame. And the idea is really just to take the flint and steel, and I'm making sparks by taking just little bits of this steel off here, this carbonized iron, with the flint to make those sparks as it oxidizes in the air. So the idea is to get these sparks into some material, then I can either make an ember or blow to flame. And what I'm going to use to get the ember is initially some char cloth. And char cloth is organic material. It can either be cotton or wool that is put through a process called pyrolysis. So basically putting it into a closed container, in this case a tin, with a hole in the top which takes all the oxygen out and then carbonizes it. And this should take a spark really quite easily. So I'm going to put this char cloth into a little bird's nest. I'm going to make a bird's nest out of some of this material here. I've got some birch bark, clematis bark, and a little bit of jute twine. And I'm just going to make a little hole for that to go in, so that when I get that ember going on that, I can put it in and blow it to flame. Okay, so we're going to take the char cloth. I'm going to put the char cloth on top of the flint, and what I'm going to do then is just try and bring the steel down and scrape it off. So I'm scraping these bits of steel off with the flint, and hopefully we'll get a spark onto this char cloth. Okay, so I've got, can you see there? Now I've got a spark onto the char cloth. I'm going to use that char cloth now to put it into my little bird's nest. You can put it big as you want. I'm just going to take a little one here. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start to lift this up and start to blow on that ember. Just take a breath. Take a breath again. Breath and just blowing it in the middle of this. There you go, we've got fire. So there you go, starting fire with a traditional flint and steel. Why don't you give it a go? You should be able to get a flint and one of these traditional Flint steel strikers pretty inexpensively. Give it a go. Be careful, obviously. Be sure to be safe with fire. Have your parents, or guardians, or carers help you out with this one, and show us your videos or drop us a line and tell us how you get on. All the best.